industry. All right. So first part, GameFi overview from data aspect. So what we see, what we look at, which indicator we look at for the GameFi industry, and after that, which chain now runs the best, and what about the fundraising of the GameFi industry now? Let's see some indicators. For the overview data, so I ask some questions. How do you know how many chains now with GameFi projects, and how many games on each chain, and what about fundraising? And actually, we pay attention to the major metrics like the number of transactions on each GameFi or on each chain, and the number of users, or we call gamers here, and the volume. Yep, this is the three metrics we will look at for the overall GameFi industry. But we can have derivative metrics, like we can do a simple calculation, like we use the transaction to divide the users, the number of users to calculate the transaction per competitor. Like, is it, or what does that mean? It means like, is it user friendly, which means for one person, how frequently he would do the transaction with this GameFi, which means, is it this chain or the protocol is user-friendly or cheaper or faster for him or her to do some, the activity on this game. The second one is the transaction volume per capita, for example, which means how much money for each user or gamer to pay to, to expend his money on one project. So it's another metric to see one project, is it profitable? And actually we have write another article about this details about this metrics. So later after this sharing, we can read this article to know more. But today I just covered these three metrics. So let's see the live dashboard of what I mentioned. Yeah. So remember my questions, like how many games, how many chains now support we have the GameFi projects. Now we have 70 chains, and together we can see the gamers, and now we can see from the gamers of actually the games, the number of games now, Ether and BSC runs the top now, almost like 60% of all. And also we can see the growing of the BSC from at the beginning, Ether is the the dominate chain, but later BSC is catching up with Ether. Yeah, and the second one, but it's so interesting that although the number of games is it has a really high numbers on Ether or BSC, but the market share of the gamers is on the wax and hype, these two kind of chain. So if we want to dig in which game occupy the most of the gamers, we can click into this chart and the tree map, and we can see, oh, like half of this is from the alien worlds, and another half is from another game called Farmer Wars. We can also see the gamers from this chain to see the Hive chain has its run a really jumping chain from July of this of last year, and now it always runs the top now. So no matter this market share of games or the chain of games, we can see each game has different kind of different kind of changes. So I can still go down a little bit. Sorry, a little bit crack here. Yeah, one more. So we just now talk about the number of games, the number of chains, the number of gamers. We can see from the bottom of this dashboard, you can see more. like the volume. So also we talk about wax and hype is occupy the most gamers, but the harmony and yeah, let's go down a little bit. Yeah, the loaning everybody knows is the Acid games, Acid Infinity. So these two games now, so because of these two games, so makes these two chains now it's most profitable for the time being. Yeah. Okay, this is a little bit is fine. Yeah. So let's scroll down, and we also have this ranking part. Like each week, we can see which game now rank like the top 10. If we come from the volume, yeah, and Mobox jumped in the mid of April, but later still the DeFi Kingdoms now is ranks the top now as per the volume. And for the gamers, we can see the spin balance, yeah, runs really good now for the recent 5 weeks. Okay, let's still go down. These two charts is about the fundraising of the GameFi projects. It's very interesting that we can see most, especially this year or half second of this year, the seed run for the GameFi is growing, yeah, and also the pre-seed, and also the money, the amount of this goes to the pre-seed round. All right, after this data from this dashboard, what we can draw some conclusion. We try to answer some questions, all right? Yeah, about the fundraising, we can see most GameFi projects are seed or pre-seed round. And yeah, GameFi is still at the infancy stage, but we can also see the capital is rushing into this field. And yeah, which chain is the best one? We can't just draw a conclusion from just one aspect. So we can split into different kind of metrics. Like, yeah, BSC now is catching up with the Ether by number of GameFi protocols. Yeah, but Wax and Hive occupy almost 50 to 60% of the gamers. And from the volume, running or Acid Infinity is around the top, and Harmony and BSC is the second and third place of this game. But actually, if we go to see this article, we can also see running now is with the highest volume per user. And the last one, Avalanche and Wax is relative with more transaction per capita. These two conclusions also you can read more in this article. Later I will share it to you. But wait, are you satisfied with this kind of answer? Because this matrix is like a summary matrix, because we didn't divide the users whether it's new or the active one, or so from our team, the Footprint team, we try to just focus on one aspect, the users. We try to dig more in the users of each game. So let's come to the second part. Yeah, so we try to split into the users into the new and active users on GameFi. We try to do some analysis on the quad chain comparison, and to see which from the users aspect, which is the winners of each chain. And we can see from each GameFi basic the chain of the users, which is going up or down, and we can also see the retention of the users. And we try to make some chart to see the users, the data, is it any relation to the token price? So let's dig more. Yeah, but before I talk the next part, I will show some definition of what I mentioned. Like the new users, our definition is the unique wallet addresses which interact with the protocol for the first time, and the active users is the unique wallet addresses interact with the protocol for a certain period of time, like 180 days, but including the new users. And I create a new matrix called the new users percentage, which is like on a daily basis or on a certain of time. the percentage of new users among the active users. Like if today 10 users is playing the game, like 5 is the newcomer, so the new users is like 50%. All right, okay. So the total users, like we accumulate the total number of the wallet addresses which have interact with the protocol. And we do the monthly retention analysis is we try to make the percentage of users who has been retained on the protocol on a monthly basis. But later we may do some like weekly, but later. But now we support the monthly retention. The last one, what we mean the interact, because we try to dig more the data from the on-chain transaction data. So the footprint analytics exclude the following transactions which are not the real game interaction. For example, the token transfer, like if I just buy the token to transfer from my wallet to yours, but I haven't interact or participate in this game. So this kind of activity is not included in this user. I'm not the users of the game. And also the approval activity is not included in this. I'm not the users, because whenever you play the game or the DeFi, you have to approve your wallet, but you haven't do anything because you just say approval. So after my explanation of this metrics, let's go to some example. Now we have this users analysis for 8 chains, but 4 more is upcoming. But for the Solana, Half, Wake, Wax, and EOS is upcoming. So now we go to the cross-chain comparison from the users aspect. We can see a very clear perspective now. The Polygon now is with the most or highest new users for today, because now we are on the daily basis. But of course, BSC has the total users is the most. Yeah. Also, if Ethereum now has not really with not that much users. But what about the change? So we can see from the new users, active users, and the metric I mentioned, we can see the Polygon recently from January and to recent, it goes up and down, but now currently it goes still really with the new users. And active one, we can also see the Polygon really jump really high. And yeah, we can see the new users percentage. Is the Polygon is not the Polygon is the highest, but the BSC, yes. From the total users by chain, we can see, as I mentioned, the BSC Polygon occupy almost like 80%, more than 80%, and we can see the BSC jumps from January of the last year. Yeah, and if we see from the monthly basis, we can see the active game now is on an upchain, but nowadays it maybe have a little bit drop. Yeah, but after we add more chains, we can see a whole more pictures from this aspect. So let's go back to this one. So after we see this cross-chain comparison, we are so interested to see on each game which game, what game it has, and which game is the winner or losers from this kind of metrics. On Footprint, we build some linkage on each this link. For example, if you want to see the BSC chain about users, just click the BSC, this one. You would jump directly to the BSC GameFi users overview. Yep, so we can break down not only the total number or chain, we can see the over 24 new gamers overall and total active. And we can see also the daily ranking of games. For example, the second live nowadays is, because 2 days ago, I watched this dashboard, the Boom Crypto or even the new game Pop War Online is occupied the most new users, but the second life 2 days, these 2 days jumps really fast. Yeah, this game. So from this, so when we see a chain, we are so curious about what is on this chain, and we want to dig into this, or we drill into this chain. We can see which game now is running the best. Yeah, but although the second life is occupied the highest new users or the active, still Boom Crypto for the total users, it also ranks the top. Yeah. So here is the daily ranking for the chain, the BSC chain games. So if you're not only interested in the new users, you are interested in the new users changes, so just click the button to sort the ranking. Yeah. And if you want to see, yes, you can see second life and new users and active users, it runs the top, but total users still the Boom Crypto. Okay, so let's go back a little bit to this one. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It should be here. So if we want to see another chain, the entrance not only from this dashboard, the cross-chain comparison. For example, if I want to see the Polygon dashboard, I just need to click this button. Yeah, this is the dashboard for the Polygon chain. You can see now runs the top is the active one is the Pagan Sea, the Racing Horse game, but the active one is the Crazy Defense Heroes. But what if I don't need to, jump back and forth? What you need is simply to change this filter. For example, here, I want to see Ethereum. Just simply change this filter. And if you want to see longer time, or shorter time, 180 days, a little bit long, maybe 90 days, I can simply change here. So now, immediately it changed into the Ethereum dashboard. We can see now in the 90 days, the chain actually is quite flat for the gamers changes on the Ethereum. And we can see now the Mooncat Rascal now have the most one, but even though the percentage is high, but the figures is not really good because we know the Ethereum, the gas fee is high. So other blockchains with the lower fees and the faster or efficiency makes more gamers to join. Yeah. So what I mentioned is like 2 engines to go into this dashboard. Yeah. Okay. So next one. So if we from the chain overview, we go to each chain. So what if we want to see each game on this? Let's change to the BSC to find the crypto boom. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So interesting in this protocol, the game. Yeah, so what we need to do is simply to click this button to jump directly to the dashboard is specific for this game. We can see now this GameFi now with 1 tokens on 1 chain, and now this is how its user changes. Yeah, we can although it's not exchanges going a little bit flat lately, but it goes up dramatically from last November to maybe in February this year. Yeah, we can see the changes of this game. Also from the monthly change, we can also see, yeah, as I mentioned, this is the uptrending, but now declining. So what about the retention I mentioned? Like, what does that mean? It means, for example, this game start from last September. So at that time being, like 9,000 users come, and 1 month later, 85%, like 70,000 users left, and then 2 months later, only 78. So after 17 months, only 3.2 users left in this month. Yeah. So what about the March of this one, the first this month only for about 40,000 users come, but the 1 month later only 1/4 of the users retain in this game. So we can see from this retention analysis, we can see how this game goes, not only from the month change, but also see the retention. Yes. But actually, not only this game, because most of the game, not only one tokens or one chain. Give you an example. We can, yes, this is the template. You can not only jump from that list, but also you can change the GameFi name here. For example, today I prepared this one because it is with the essential games. Is with on multiple chain and with multiple tokens. Yes, this one. We can see this game with 3 tokens and on 2 chains now. We can see different, yes, the Polygon at the beginning it had, but now Ethereum support this game now, even with more users. But still, it runs really downtrend up to last December. And yes, because we separated in this different chain, but later we will, to make it better, combine together. So we can, but actually this is also a good aspect that we can do some comparison, like on Polygon, maybe it's much higher or better retention than the Ethereum, like even 70, like maybe this one, maybe 6 months later, it still has the higher retention, but number, because it's not big. So yeah, we have to compare with the figure itself and the percentage itself. Okay. So what does that token we use? We can use in this chart. We also put this because I mentioned I am curious about the active users, the chain of the active users compared with the token price. Is it any relation? So I built this chart, for example, this game with 3 tokens. Yeah, but you know, too many lines here. What we need to do is just click the one you want to take a look. So click this one, you can simplify this. You can see the DG, the token, which is the Decentral Games token. Yeah, you can see the price of this token with the active users change. Yeah, also the new users. Okay, so this is how the multiple tokens you can see. But if you want to ask, yes, I don't want to watch 2 chains at the same time. I want to separate it. So what you need to do, just simply click here, because at the beginning I didn't do any filter, but you can here. If you want to only see the Ethereum, just add this filter. Then this figure is just for the Ethereum data. Okay, this retention, this this activities. Okay. All right, I guess I covered like 2-3 pages for showing this example. Yeah. So what I mentioned, from the chain, you can see the, you know, each chain and see the ranking which runs the bets. And then we can jump directly to the each game dashboard, or by simply change the GameFi filter, you can go to another one. Like if you want to see the multi-chain, multi-token, just change into the Decentral Games. You can see this. All right. Yes, but yeah, when we mention the token, we really care about the tokens. What does mean token? Because some games are, as we see here, the Boom with only 1 token, which play as the in-game token or as the governance token. We have to see is Tokenomics. But some games with multiple tokens, like this one, 3 tokens, and SE with 2 tokens, the SRP and Yeah, another token for one is the government's token, the other is the in-game token. So we really care about the min and burn of this token and how. What about the token addresses, the changes, and how the holders. So we drill in. The next level is we take a look at the min and burn of this token. We take a C sharks as an example. Yes, the entrance is here on top of this tokenomics of the token, and I set C sharp, star sharp as the example. Yes, yes, we can see in the 24 hours, this token is really have like 1 million or mint and 2 million burned, and nowadays it has like 46 million issuance. And now, but what happened on this great drop, because the game team begin a mechanism to burn this token as kind of to control this tokenomics. So we can read some news about that. So this one we capture this kind of news. Yeah. And this chart to show the token holders of this token, we can see because of this kind of burning mechanism, you really affect the justice of these holders. Yes. We can also see the active holders, which means the number of holders with more than one transaction daily basis is jumps really right after these activities. So this helps to people to understand, not only from the users part, but also from the tokenomics part, to know about GameFi, how it affects its users. And we also to rank the top 10 addresses, which now have the highest balance, and was the distributions like actually is like 500 something thousand with only less than 1,000 tokens, but yeah, it's not that even. And we can see the top 10 address inflows. Now we are adding more text to show actually these three is the official addresses. Yeah. So later we will add more features about the tagging of the address to let people know more about is it the highest occupied by the official addresses, something like that. Yeah. All right. So this is what I mentioned, the tokenomics. We pay attention to min and burn and the status of the token addresses. So not only the entrance from the top of this our homepage, but also when we go into one project here, we scroll down and go to the list of this token. We can click here because everyone take so many duplicate names of the token. So we put the token address here to make sure this is the right token for this game. So if we want to see on a specific GameFi project, we click this token addresses, we jump to the tokenomic pages. Yes, exactly change into this one. Yeah, it's not that at frequently min and burn with the star shark. Yeah, but we can also see the active is quite even. Actually, it's not that high figures. Yeah, you can see the changes, the chain of these transactions. As I mentioned, we have some text here. Yeah. So this is easy for you to like a circle from the chain to the game and to the tokens. We can just play with the dashboard. You can jump here to there to see, to figure out which chain or which game you're interested in, not only from the user's data, but also the tokenomic data. Okay, let's come to the last part, and I guess most people may be interested in this because now we have so many dashboards, but maybe some of them are not really desired from your part because this is only my aspect. So maybe you want to build your own dashboard. So how do we use your footprint to dig more insight? Here I give you like three two tips, actually, two methods to do that. The first one is just use the template. We now, for the GameFi, we now have 3 templates. The template for games, exactly the one I showed just now. This one. And the template for GameFi, and the template for the token, especially for Tokenomics. But just give you some. We are also doing the NFT. So GameFi have some combination of not only the 5, except also have some NFT. Our team is working really hard on the NFT. We try to figure out the marketplace of each game, the NFT. So later I will, if we finish this part, we will add one more template is for the NFT. Yeah. So this one is the tokenomic template. You can simply change this token address to change the token into the token you wanted to see. And this one is the game I showed you just now to change the game name. And this is the chain. Yeah. Now we support 8 chains. Later, 4 more is coming. And so just to sum up, how can I entrance is at the top of the Footprint homepage, which is right here. This one, the GameFi project, the Tokenomics, each chain and all chains and each chain. And second one is like what I mentioned is like the links in the upper dashboard. Like from the chain to the game to the token, you can see the linkage I put into each the part. All right, so yes, I have the template. So how can I do something? So if you just want to browse, just want to take a simple look at different token or the game, just change the filter as I just did. Yeah. But if you want to change the charts within this dashboard, like I don't like that chart, I want to add chart built on my own. What you should do? The first thing you should duplicate, and then you click the edit button to the add and move the charts, and then change the default filter if you want to change not this the game. Yeah, but remember to save and flash your page to make it look like the data shows the right pages. Okay, so I would like to try one example. Yeah, if everyone now beside the computer and log in the Footprint, and you can do with me. We can make a dashboard for DeFi Kingdom and display Harmony as the default chain. What can we do? Yeah, just move, just try together. So remember, this is the game. So I go to the game template. This one. I close some tabs. Too much. Okay. Yeah, what I mentioned, like so the first thing I need to do is just click the duplicate. And I want to build the dashboard of DeFi Kingdom. So I change the name of this one. So, but I will, my habit is also put some description. Yeah. Okay, finish. Now, because everyone can only edit the dashboard of your own. So you cannot edit the dashboard built by me, but you can edit the dashboard you duplicate from other places. Now you can see this is the new, oh, sorry, typo. Yeah, now is the new one you can edit by Kingdom. Yes. All right. So you can see here is not DeFi Kingdom right now because the template is setting the decentral game as the default. So what should I do? I should click the edit button, and you can see we have 4 filters here. And when you click the GameFi name, you can see my default value is the decentral games. So you need to change the one like the DeFi Kingdom. Yes, oh, with the S, sorry. Okay, so now it's done. And what I say is I want to show the Harmony as the as the default chain, because if we didn't put anything, it shows 2 chains. So I will put the default chain as the Harmony. Oh, you have it, so it doesn't matter. This time. Okay, so remember what I say, have to click the done, click the save, and refresh the page. Wait a second. See? Yes, now you create the dashboard only for yourself of the DeFi kingdoms on the specific Harmony chain. Oh, sorry, maybe I chose the wrong. Okay, I just make it, maybe I remember. Harmony, DFK, yeah, change DFK, doesn't matter. Yeah, DFK, same here. Yeah, so batch, and then voila. This is the DFK data. All right. Okay, we finished the first on class homework. Yeah. So I guess everybody now can use the template to do your own dashboard. So let's move on to next, but last part. How can I create using the data to make your own dashboard? First of all, our data is on the right side of the GameFi lab. So yeah, when you click the create button, if you're really good at SQL, you can, feel free to use the SQL query. But for, most of people, they want to easy job and, no coding, just use the new charts. Yes. And our data is showed on right side. Yes, most of the data now is on the GameFi lab. Maybe it's a bit little confusing about this table, but we will have some document to tell you more what was inside, and actually can click the preview to see the data. So yes, this table is show you each protocol on each chain on daily basis, the unique users, new users, total users. So this is the one I want to do the demonstration with you guys. All right, so yes, this is the browse. You can take a really, feel free to browse the data right here. And okay, let's do the homework on class. Like, let's make a chart of the new users and active user trend of one project. So I will choose the start chart. So as I mentioned, this data is with the data. This table is with the data I want to use. So what I need to do is to click this one and do the filter first, because I don't really need to do all this the protocol. So I mentioned I want to start charts. Okay. So after this the filter, I can, yes, all this data is the star shocks. So what we're gonna do next one, we're gonna to click this advance, this one, because we need to put in which matrix you want to put. So click the sum of what I mentioned is the new users and active users. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, unique is an active one. Actually, what the sum means, because it's all from daily basis. So the sum, the average is make no difference. But if your date change into month, the sum means to summarize the monthly data. So if you change to month and make it average, so it shows the average of the new year's number. All right. So the matrix, let's check the product, the protocol, the star charts, and the two matrix, the new users, then unique or active users, and on daily basis. So just click the visualize. Voila. So yes, this is the first homework we finished. Yeah, we finished the chart of new users and active chain of star charts. So you can save it. Yes. New and active users of strong. Yeah, okay. All right. The second chart we're gonna do is make a chart of active users of two projects, the Star Sharks and DeFi Kingdom. So what is a laziest way to do that? Shall we need to create and form this chart and do the filter? No, just use the duplicate. It's a really easy way. So first of all, let me show again. Duplicate, and all right, this is the new users of Star Sharks and DeFi Kingdoms. Yes. So yes, the title is changed, but also the content, the figures we need to change. So we click the edit button. Yes, here. Here because we filter only Star Sharks, we also need to add one more, DeFi Kingdom. Yes. Yes, here. But remember not to filter because it here means two together. But if one more, like it doesn't work. So only put this together. So no need to matrix, only one. So what if we click visualize? You will see some problem here because I want to see two lines instead of just one line. So what was mistake I have made here, because I didn't tell footprint. I need to add one more dimension here. The dimension is the particle, because I want to show two particles. So right here, yes. But still, yes, now is 2-1. So compared to DeFi Kingdom and Star Sharks, we can see, yes, the numbers of new users compared to DeFi Kingdom is really higher than the second one. So it's easy to do the comparison just simply here to put the filter. And actually, you no need to go into the advanced one. You can do the filter right here. Like I don't want to do the Star Sharks. I want to do the, let's say the boom, the one on BSC with the highest, the total users. Let's see, do the comparison. Wow, another, yeah, you can see even at the highest peak, it cannot compare with the DeFi Kingdoms. Yeah. So this is the second chart, right? The second chart, but because our homework is Star Shark, so yeah. So let's save it as a new one. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. I change it back to Star Sharks. Okay, then we say this is my second finish chart. All right. Okay, what about the third one? Make a chart with a make a chart with a customized matrix of BSC. So what does that mean? Customized matrix? It means this indicator didn't involve on the table, but you can do some simple calculation using our features called customized columns. So how can we do? So again, lazy way to duplicate this chart. So what about, I mentioned the matrix, the new users percentage of BSC. Okay. Oh, sorry. So forget all this and let's go to the advanced. So remember, now we didn't select the protocol. We need to do is to choose or filter the chain into BSC. All right. So as I mentioned here, we have the customized column features, which we can do some easy calculation. Why? Because here, when we go back to this, we can see all this. Yes, we have new users, total users, or all these changes. but we don't have the new user percentage or new users divided by unique users. So we can take advantage of these features. Click here. So here, new users, and then simply like you writing the Excel and active new user and unit users, or yeah, okay, or we can make a no, just like that. So we'll give it a name like new users percentage. Okay, so now on the list you can see at the top of this matrix you can see the new user percentage just created by you. So right here, yes, we don't need to particle slot, we just need to daily basis, or we can change into the weekly. Yeah, so let's see what's going on. All right, so this is the weekly new users percentage of BSC. Now it's going down, and how much is it now? Yeah, 48 something. But let's change into the date one. I don't see, it should be percentage. Okay, let's see. New users. Okay. So what if I want to add one more, like the going up the Polygon? So I just simply need to do it here, and remember to put the dimension right here, where to tell footprint that we need one more chain. But if you think the day is so long, we can, you know, click the day to show the last 100 or 90 days. Right here. Yes. Now we can see the 90 days, the comparison between BSC and Polygon, the new users percentage change. Now we click the save button. All right, 3 charts are finished. So the last step is to create a dashboard with all these 3 charts. What can we do? Easy, just create this one and new dashboard. So proud to create the dashboard in front of so many people, because most of the time I do it on my own. All right. Okay. So here you can add a chart, and because we do, you can see because we rank these charts by the time, so you can see the 3 one is the latest created by you. So just simply click. Voila. So now the 3 one is finished. All right. Congratulations. If you are doing the same thing with me in front of your computer using Footprint, congratulations. This is your first dashboard. Yes. And I'm also excited when I finish my first dashboard. All right. So remember, you can do some, you know, like want to put this one here, just like drag and pull and here and maximize, do whatever you want. Okay. And actually you can also add a task box, which is in a markdown text, like you want to like demo right here, you can see, okay, like that. And if you want to make it in the middle of this dashboard, right here. Okay, so put in the bottom, on the bottom, on the top. All right. Okay. So now give a name to your dashboard. The first one, the first dashboard of zoning. Okay. Right. So now you can show off here by just simply click this sharing button. Yeah, actually you can also take a snapshot here to make a picture. Yes. And you can also just click the sharing button to a public link. Yes. Now you can see with this name, and now you can share to everyone on the Twitter, on the Discord, if this dashboard shows your insights and tells a really good story.